This is the best budget tool cabinet, but as you can see, it can barely hold the tools inside. So if you're like me, a bigger solution is essential, which brings us to this giant tool cabinet from Tekton. The Tekton tool cabinets are delivered in a crate, and if you purchase the top, check it for damages, as mine seemed to be nicked by a forklift. But in typical Tekton fashion, they sent out a new top right away. Hopefully yours comes in better shape. For now, move it off to the side and be careful, as these are heavy. The crate is held together by several number 2 Phillips. Disassembly was easy enough, as I started from the top and worked around the perimeter. I'd also like to thank Tekton for sending this over to me to use as my primary tool storage solution, as my dad will now get my old cabinet. For those of you considering a Tekton cabinet, first timers get a 90-day trial that will even cover the return shipping if you decide to send it back. Just follow the criteria listed on their website that I'll link in the description. Once the drawer side is exposed, let's cut off the wrap along the cardboard so we don't scratch the box. Then cut the straps holding down the top cardboard. Removing it should reveal a spec sheet of your box on the back side, as well as a clear pouch containing your keys. At this point, I would quickly test out the cabinet and ensure that everything is working as intended. The drawers feature a lift anywhere handle as well as a carriage system that can support more weight than the commonly used slide mechanisms. Inside, the liners are already in place, with some housing a giant silicone packet. You should be able to open up one drawer from each side at the same time. However, 2 drawers cannot be opened simultaneously if they're on the same side, and the top drawer cannot be opened with any other drawer. Go ahead and run through all the drawers, making sure they all open and close smoothly, and that the locking feature is functioning properly. Ensuring the locking mechanism works is critical here, as each drawer can support up to 400 pounds. To prevent tipping, we definitely want these to lock and limit the drawers we can have open at any one time. If everything checks out, let's get the box off the crate by removing the blocks holding the cabinet in place and unlocking the wheels. Now, Tekton has ensured to me that all cabinets should and will have ramps included, but for some reason mine were missing. So to bring it down, I just made a small stairway with some wood I had around the house and from the crate. Overall, I'm very happy with how it was packaged, as it had several layers of protection and was secured firmly into place. Installing the top requires you to push out one of the 2 pre-cut holes at each corner, and this will depend on the top that you get. The steel and wood tops use the holes closest to the cabinet sides, while the painted top uses the 2 frontmost holes and the rear holes closest to the sides. All the hardware should be included with your top, and here we'll need a 3/8 ratchet and a 1/2-inch socket or a 13mm if you only have metric. The brackets go towards the front with the flat side facing up. To gain access, remove the top drawer and carriage, then bring in your top. Start by threading in the front bracket away from the lock hole first, and leave some slack so we can line up the other screws. The rears have a square shape cutout for the screw, and this one you'll have to go off a feel, and don't forget to leave some slack here as well. The screws on the lock side have the challenge of working around the connecting rod, but in the rear it's not that bad. It's the front screw that is truly inconvenienced by this, but since this is the last screw, when you have it in by hand, ensure the top is even with the cabinet. If so, tighten this one down all the way so you don't have to deal with it again. Then go back and snug down the 3 remaining holes. Finally, we can bring back in the carriage and top drawer. As you're aligning the drawer to the carriage, if it feels uneven at first, that's normal. As long as it slots in, the next time you pull it out, it should return to its buttery smoothness. While you're here, ensure one last time that all the drawers work as intended, and congrats on your new Tekton Tool Cabinet. Here's a sneak peek of what I have planned for the new layout, but if you want to see all the tools that will be going in here first, check out this video, and I'll see you in that one.